Have you ever wanted to impress somebody with guitar just to find out, in the moment of truth that none of your, go-to licks work? That's me in every one of these sessions. So we got to fix that because this is not okay. It's not acceptable. And therefore, we have to intensely practice our shows, which is exactly what I'm going to do today. And I actually had the question in my recent live streams to play something amazing. It's like, oh man, I got to warm up for that. So now quickly got to warm up before I get that question again. Let's start slowly here. On Instagram, the guitar grinder, is that me? Yeah, I don't want to show you my dirty closet, so let's do this. No, I have a better idea. I'm just gonna freaking close it. Man, I'm so smart today. Stuff is so easy when you think. Should be a quote. Kizar from yesterday's stream, what's up? Kizar, I think you're one of the people who wanted me to play fast. Yes, I have a guillotine here. I've had enough with those students who never practice. Got the guillotine and it's not a problem anymore. As soon as people see that, they understand they have to practice and take my homework seriously. So this is a bit too fast for warming up. I'm going to slow down a little bit. My German man Eisenkeiler here. Good to see you and thanks for yesterday's session. Abito, what's up? Sorry, I missed some Instagram comments because the scroll didn't work. Kizar is asking, what scale is this? Is this pentatonic? Actually, it's the minor scale and the harmonic minor scale, and then I'm playing outside notes and outside arpeggios. And I actually had a few sessions on that. I should probably do another one. Oh, George Kopti, you make drum beats sound awesome. Thank you, George, from Instagram. So Kizar is a little bit of pentatonic in here, like if I'm doing. But I prefer pentatonic for more musical licks, like. Whereas when I'm just warming up, a lot of times I will do like a 3-note per string thing, like. So this is the harmonic minor scale, and then some outside stuff. back into E minor, more outside, back into E minor. We can do some fun outside. Or maybe outside. And then just E minor. I'm tuned down to E flat, so it sounds like E flat minor, but I'm kind of visualizing the shapes of E minor. Lorraine, what's up? Still a little bit fast. Let's slow it down and maybe we can add a bit of swing to it. This is a better warm-up tempo for me. Maybe not as impressive, but it'll be impressive after a while if you do a proper warm-up. Plus, I can do these trickier things if the tempo is slower. For subscribing, you're the man. So happy I play fast just because you subscribe. It's dangerous. If I get any more subscriptions, I'll just break the speed limit. And like too. Thank you, Lorraine. Hey there, Seems Balance. What do you need a moderator for? We just need the modes here. No moderator. Sweet. We can do it, Abido. Here's a sweep. Oh, you like my shirt? Thank you. Another part of warming up is just the right hand, and I do like standard riffing is super useful, I think, for warming up picking. So I'm just going to be riffing in E minor now. This is a fireman. Hey there, Mr. Buddy. So this is a Paul Gilbert signature guitar, the FRM 100. Oh, a VR, what is that? This is hard without any distortion. Let me just see where all the comments are. Oh, virtual reality. What's that? Show chat view. Oh, there we go. We got a very cool question there by what do you virtual reality? I don't know what that is. Or I know what it is, but how does it apply to what we're doing here? I really like listening to your stuff. You're really melodic and stuff. That's why what I can't do. I played for 50 years, but I could. Man, I think I gotta change glasses. Man, when you're mid-40s, glasses are no fun. But since I got this mental block or something, I can't read and seek music. Well, very happy you found me, Eugene. So that seems to be a lot of stuff you're struggling with, but fear not, that's how it is for most of us. And the good thing is that most of the answers and most of the solution lies in your record collection if you're above 50. And if you're below, it's on Spotify. But the point I'm trying to make here is that a lot of the answers is just, you can find those by playing your favorite music, or like I do, playing with good music. I don't really learn any new material anymore. I just expose myself to music through jamming. So for example, my kids have two or several really good like playlists with their favorite songs. And a lot of them is like modern pop stuff, so I bet metalheads out there would hate my playlist. But they're really good songs and they're groovy, so I jam along with them. And that kind of makes me absorb that music. And you should do the same, but with your favorite music. So, if you love, I don't know, Ozzy Osbourne or something, you just jam with that. Play with that. Learn to play those things. That's always going to provide the best solutions if you feel like you just have an array of different problems when you're trying to learn and progress. Abidoos, happy birthday. That's not today. Oh, you mean Lorraine. Happy birthday, Lorraine. Sorry, I thought you meant me. I always lose the pick. How to handle pick. If you lose the pick, it's usually because you hold it too hard. So if you lost the pick a few times and maybe you're playing in front of an audience, you're really gonna hold it hard, that's the best way to lose it. So learn to hold the pick loosely, because it gets easier to just readjust the grip. That would be my tip. Hold it loosely and you should progress with time. Let's speed it up a little bit, see if we can do some rhythm work here just to warm up our picking show. Thank you, Osnerol. If you do that with down picking, it gets even more challenging. Yayo! Sorry, I don't understand what you're saying on Instagram. Assalamu alaikum. Sorry, mate. Don't speak that language. Thank you, Akilesh. Serious about my tone. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I try to be serious about my tone, and it's especially, I think, in the short videos. Here you're hearing more of the, it's more the live setting here. Of course, tone still matters, but yeah, thanks a lot, man. Yayo, what's up? Okay, so we've done a little bit of alternate picking and stuff. Let's see if we can just play some leads just slowly to begin with that alternate picking technique. Oh, it's Uzbekistan. Thanks for helping me out, man. Yeah, so what Dan is saying about down picking being easy and up tricky, it's very true that mixing down and up makes your picking more complex. But on the good side, it makes it twice as fast, and that's why we're doing it most of the cases. So when I said that if we only play downstroke, it's going to be harder, that's because the tempo is harder with only downstrokes. So if you can play down and up, you can basically play the double speed, right? But there's complexity into down and up picking, so that is why you have to get yourself several different styles of picking patterns and practice them, because you're going to find that just because you're good at one doesn't mean you're good at the other. That's because there are a lot of different kind of situations that you're going to encounter with the picking. Likewise, it's super useful to start your exercises on both down and up strokes. You're going to notice that If you know one exercise really well starting on the downstroke, it becomes like a new exercise with an upstroke. And that just goes to show, again, the complexity involved in being able to alternate pick everywhere. That's also why when I practice slowly like this, I focus on the most difficult alternate picking patterns. So you might have seen me pick like one note per string, like this. This is tricky. It's very tempting to just do this. Sweeping, which is great for playing fast, but it's not that useful if you want to come up with lines like. So that's why I practice alternate picking one note per string here. Very tricky. And I messed up. Thank you, Helena. I messed up timing-wise. Thank you, Yayu. This guitar is an FRM 100, an Ibanez FRM 100, also referred to as the Fireman or the Paul Gilbert signature guitar. My guitar influences, man, the list is long. But when I started out, basically any of the shrapnel artists who had some musicality in them. So Greg Howe, Yngwie, Vinnie Moore, Tony McAlpine, and then, all the regular guys like Vi, Satch, Joe Satriani, Eric Johnson, Alan Holsworth, Steve Morse, Blue Saraceno, lots of names there. No problem, Dan. Okay, so some more of that. This is challenging. So this is good fun. So yeah, we've definitely done a bit of picking warm-up now. So just for the sake of variation, maybe I'll find a slightly different kind of groove, and that'll hopefully inspire me to take a little break with the picking and maybe do some legato and hybrid picking stuff. And then we can come back to the picking once I've had a chance to rest my picking arm a little bit. Like this one. This is groovy stuff. Swing can be very tricky. So I'm gonna slow this down. Okay, this turned out to be a killer picking exercise, so I thought I was gonna stop doing picking. Hey, we got Daniel from, I think it's Brazil, right? And then we got Nay, what's up? Wow, this is fantastic practice. So do yourself a favor and find yourself a super swingy kind of practice beat or backing track, whatever, because it's much harder to play like this than it is to play. So again, if you're just playing the pentatonic scale and just playing straight like this, that can, you know, maybe looks fast, but this is much trickier. Or I'm playing it unevenly, and that's what I'm practicing here. So that's good. I'm gonna practice this, even though I didn't, you know, switch to legato quite yet. The sock attached. This is actually my wife's leg warmer. I stole it from her because my arms are so incredibly big. I needed someone's leg warmer. That's the truth. Yeah, I just have this to give me a bit of extra warmth in my picking hand, or fretting hand, because this is the hand that usually gets strained, and you know, it's always, you know, when you're on the wrong side of 40, it's always a struggle against your body, and it seems to help a little bit, but it's all going to be a combination of, you know, in order to keep up with the fancy stuff, you know, it's warming up, regular practice, and exercising, and then this one helps a little bit. It's a combination. Good posture helps as well. That's something I sometimes forget about. Polygogi, what's up? Good to have you here. So let's do a little bit more with this swingy track. I think this is the kind of challenge I need today. That's right. If I have a long sleeve, I don't really need this, but if I have one now, it's going to be too hot. So this is a perfect compromise. When you see me wearing a sweatshirt, I won't be wearing this. And I don't take offense, no worries, man. Whoops, I did drop the pick. That was hard. Chaka, Mr. DNK, lots of Instagram activity. MRT, this is Ibanez FRM 100. It's the Fireman Paul Gilbert signature guitar. It's fast with the swing rhythm. Okay, so here finally some legato now. Playing swing with legato is something I don't really master at all, so let's try a little bit of that. Ouch, you see, I mess up. It's very hard, I think, to play swing as this. So difficult. Good practice though. It requires a whole lot of control. Of course, as soon as I involve a little bit of picking, it gets easier. So it's going to be a balance between some cheating here and some genuine swingy legato practice. Ah. So hard. Totally failed now. So let's do it without the metronome, just because I'm so bad at this. Let's slow it down even more. me shout, it's because I mess up timing wise. I failed. Come on, let's do this. Let's try with tapping. That's gonna be impossible, bro. I don't think I've ever practiced this. Let's try some more. Tom, good to see you, man. Thanks for encouraging me. We need all the encouragement we can get here. So a little bit of rest there. Sorry, mate, Elias. I don't do any covers. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, so the second I said I don't do covers, we got 2 more requests. SRV, I love playing the style of SRV. Master of Puppets, that's also a cover song. So the reason I don't do them is because it just bores me to death. I'm sorry. I should do them because I get the request all the time, but I used to do them, but then that made me not want to stream anymore. So I figured I better do stuff I like doing. And these streams are all about, you know, how you can advance technically, but also in terms of improvisation and self-development. So sorry, I'm the worst person in the world to help you out with these cover songs anyway, because you know, I haven't played them for decades. Okay, SRV over this, I don't know. Okay, we can try it. That's for you, Atom. Now let's go back to our... It might look boring, but this requires control, you know? To play with this kind of swing when you're not using any picking. Remember, my picking hand is mostly here to mute. That's very tricky, or at least it is for me. play jazzy swing, just having this amount of control is going to be hugely beneficial for your precision, control, and timing. Much harder when I drank water. Let's try one time. Saludos desde Andalusia. Ooh, wonderful España. Bro, can you give me advice new to guitar? Lorraine is back. Just started learning how to play 2 months ago. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. The Canadian metalheads violently headbang in approval. That's awesome, Sato. Even to this, you're headbanging. I'm impressed. Okay, so we had a question about, when you're new to the guitar, what do you do? And it's a hard question to answer, I think, because what you do in the beginning is critical to, wanting to keep on playing. Most people give up after a few weeks or months. So the first thing I probably want to tell you is that you shouldn't listen to some random advice you get on some dude on the internet. This dude here. Because I don't know you. I don't know your musical preferences. I don't know, your level of skills and if you have any previous experience with the instrument. So chances are, if some bad guitar instructor or just some random dude or dudette gives you an exercise, with almost 100% certainty, that's not going to be inspiring to you. So what you need to do is play something that relates to music that you love listening to. So, if you love Deep Purple, then you can just play Smoke on Water. That's one of the easiest riffs, right? Or if you love Oasis, you can play Wonderwall. But even if you love Yngwie Malmsteen and you have no chances of playing any Yngwie for several years, you can still learn an Yngwie chord progression or a few chords. You can still learn a bend or a slow part, That's what matters. It doesn't matter if that's unattainable. The only thing that matters is that you find stuff that makes you want to pick up the guitar on a daily basis. And that's, I think, the best generic advice I can ever give you without knowing you, without, seeing you play and without knowing more about you. So yeah, just play stuff that relates to things you love listening to, and you will keep on playing the guitar. It's true, everything is metal without distortion. Interesting. So Sato Ronin is saying that Skillet Monster is a great song to start with. It has a strumming, palm mutes and everything. So if you like Skillet, or at least that style of music, then that's probably perfect. However, if you don't like metal at all, because I think it's a metal song, yeah, even though it has all those good stuff, it's still going to be useless to somebody who doesn't like the style, and that's kind of my point. So once you do know, which style you're interested in, then it's much easier to choose like a song from that style that matches your level and hopefully contains some good stuff like the things you mentioned. But again, if that's not your thing, then even though the suggestion is well meant, it's not going to matter. So Atom, if you like SRV, you can find stuff by SRV that isn't that difficult, maybe. You can, SRV he grew up on like boogies, and he has that in his music. So you could just start learning a boogie. But again, you're gonna have to find someone who looks at your level, what you want to achieve, how much you want to practice, and then piece that together. And again, the shining star, the end of the journey should be the music you love listening to. So SRV and maybe other styles of music. So just a shameless plug. I actually do teach the boogie in my beginner course, just because that's such a good rock and roll thing to start off with. And I can show you just a super basic version here. You could just play like 0 on the low E string, and then a 4, and then a 2 on the A string. So we have 0, 4, 2. Notice my finger placement here. I try to assign one finger per fret. That's one of the things. Might seem obvious if you're playing for a while, but it's important not to do this, because that won't allow for the faster speed if you want to be able to do more advanced things. So open E string, 4 on the E string, 2 on the A string, 4 on the A string, and then 5 on the A string. That's it. After that, you're just gonna go back. So it's like, and then it starts again. So it's just 0, 4, 2, 4, 5. Of course, there's a lot of other things that goes into this kind of thing, but it's just one of the things. It's a good thing to start with, because so many different rock styles have this as their basis, But again, if you're into Pantera and, I show you this, you're gonna be like, oh man, that's not what I like listening to. So maybe just showing you a really dissonant chord or something, that's gonna keep you going, because, you can find that in Pantera songs, I think. Yeah, hopefully you get my point. Bro, stop the cap and SRVs are. What is stop the cap? I mean, SRV is very hard, of course, but when he does these, whatever, the pride and joy, I don't know, that's just it's a boogie, right? It's just like, but he has these, something like that, he throws in an extra layer of complexity, but the boogie is the basics for that. So yeah, I think it's a good example. But who am I to say that it's good when it came out of my mouth? Here's something that comes out of my fingers. Sato Ronin, I've been there too, I prioritize shredding rather than, you know, rhythm stuff and lots of other stuff. And at the time I felt that was bad, but I realized in hindsight, that's the only way I could have done it. There's absolutely no point in playing stuff that you're not interested in. You're just gonna stop playing. So why would you do that? You know, but if you practice lots of lead guitar and shred guitar, and then you get really skilled, and then you wanna, you know, maybe record something and show others, and then you realize that people only like the stuff you record where you have some melody. So then you're gonna start working on melody. And then you realize to play a melody, you also need a song, right? Something to play it over. And then you're gonna start working on rhythm guitar. So what's gonna happen is you're still gonna do all of that if you just keep on going. It's just a different order. That's how it has been for me all the time. I've done everything in reverse. Jay Brown, what's up? The arm sleeve to help me keep me warmed up. So Hal's my pal on Instagram is saying, I was very inspired by your playing, how you effortlessly change subdivision. Can you talk about how I should practice that? So you mean when I jam around like this? Arrow in on Instagram. I don't do any cover songs, sorry, not even Master of Puppets. So how do I change beat subdivisions? So I mean the easy way would just be to 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then try combining them. Okay, so there are a million different combinations, of course. That would be the boring answer, but I think the reason maybe you reacted on my playing was because I've been practicing through improvisation the last 10 or 15 years. So it's been a long time since I just sat down and practiced something with the metronome. So what I'm doing now, I'm just constantly coming up with patterns on the fly, and that's, I'm not saying they sound good, but I'm coming up with variations on the fly, and that helps me not be stuck in just practicing 16th notes and then changing the metronome speed and then start practicing 16th note triplets, and that kind of mindset where you do one thing and then you pause, you do the next thing. I want to do everything all at once because that's what's going to sound cool at the end when I mix everything. Jay Brown, always fun, makes you a great teacher. Thank you, Jay Brown. Hey, Josh, you woke up and you got yourself a beer. Man, that sounds like a bad idea. Go out and do some physical exercise or something. I think that's going to do you good, both in terms of your health in general, but also your playing, you know. Just get active and fight the urge to maybe drink in the morning. It sounds like a bad idea. Bangladesh, hi bro, how you doing? Doing good, man. How's my pal? So yeah, I'm pretty much doing what I showed you, but I think the flow comes from practicing this all the time and not having like a fixed things I do every time I pick up the guitar. J Brown hasn't picked up the guitar all year, been like 5 months. It's time to pick it up, man. Let's do it now. You can do it, man. Which server? What do you mean server? What's up? Maypix, I don't know any Avenged Sevenfold. So that goes for Sweet Child of Mine as well. I don't really do any covers. Sounds like stomping on a cardboard box. You should come here and stomp with me. We could form a band. We can do some pentatonics. Hey there. Now minor scale. More pentatonics. Yeah, Joey found me again. That's awesome, man. So Hal's my pal on Instagram is asking, explain the scales you're playing while you're improvising and the key you're playing with. So a lot of the stuff I do here is based on the minor scale, and since I'm actually playing the shapes of E minor, but I'm tuned down a half step, so it's E flat, standard tuning. So you're hearing E flat minor, but who cares? Think of the minor scale. And the thing is, if you just play the minor scale, you know, oh, there's a minor scale, no fun, let's try another one. So that doesn't really work. You have to find, you know, more interesting ways to play within that scale. And one of them being what is called diatonic arpeggios, where you play basically, well, arpeggios, so chords that are found within the E minor scale. So instead of just doing that's a little bit boring perhaps, so I could do this. So what I did there was I played a C major triad arpeggio. All those notes are in the minor scale, the E minor scale. And then I played an E minor arpeggio, which obviously is in the E minor scale as well. And then maybe some standard E minor notes to go between the arpeggios. And it gets much more interesting. It's that kind of thing. And then, you know, every new lick that you learn, you're going to try to somehow put it in your scale. And all of a sudden, the scales matter less and what you do within them matters more. But, you know, you're still going to probably make some kind of choice whether you listen to rock music, then you're probably going to play a lot of minor scales. If it's, I don't know, maybe country or pop, you're going to be more into major scales. That's just an oversimplification, but I think a lot of people watching this are probably into rock and they play the minor pentatonic scale, so the minor scale is an obvious step, you know. Cooked beef, what's up? Hey Chris, hey Cooked, how you doing, man? When you go live and shred, haters gonna hate. Don't even blink at them, just keep smashing those strings. Yes, that sounds like a plan. Hey, I found your epic shredding again. How long can I do it? Swing phrasing is coming along a bit better now. Nästa. Wow, I like this. This is groovy. Bangladesh, so economy picking, I don't use it that much, but let's practice it a little bit. A lot of times I'm gonna use legato and picking and hybrid legato, that kind of thing. So I'm using pick and fingers and lots of legato, so no right hand at all, it's just there for muting. Sometimes I use economy picking. So, but I'm not, it's not that, I usually need to warm up a little bit more, so we can do it a little bit, see if I can get some economy picking going. Hard. So this is all economy picking. Hey there, Dragage on Instagram. If I keep on going like that for a couple of minutes and then take a break, and then maybe economy picking is gonna slowly come back to me, like this. Ouch. But again, it's gonna be, usually I prefer doing a mix of everything, so maybe I'll start with just a pick strike and legato, so like, and then maybe some alternate picking for a few strings, and then maybe the last bit economy, so like this. Yeah, that's a typical run. So I would do, and then so like legato and then alternate picking. And by this, when the time I've reached like the top string, I'm pretty exhausted in terms of alternate picking, so I need a little break there. So maybe I'll just like hit one note there and then do legato, and maybe even do economy there. This is economy. And then maybe on the way down, do a little bit of economy. Or actually no, on the way down I'll do what I call pigato, which is really the mix of picking and legato. So like that. That's not economy. But maybe after that, when I go up again, I'll be very exhausted if it's like a long run, and that maybe I'll try to resort to economy. So let's try it all. Yeah, there you have it. So legato in the beginning, and then alternate picking, and then pigato on the way down, and then finally economy picking. I don't know. But again, I need to warm up a little bit more for that. So exactly, you're not going to see maybe that much of big movements whenever I'm doing like the non-alternate picking stuff. And even with alternate picking, you want to minimize the movements. You know, that's going to be more effective. So, this is strict alternate picking. Requires a little bit more movement, but if I do like economy picking, it's like an inside the string economy picking thing. So that's a little bit more smaller movement. This is a fireman, yes, Sibo. The minor scale you were playing. Hey there, Rookie's Adventures. The minor scale you were playing, were you using 3 notes per string to move up the neck? Yeah, when I play minor, I usually use 3 notes per string. If I'm not doing something else, like maybe an arpeggio or something, you know. But if I'm just like that, this is E minor or E flat minor. It's just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Sometimes maybe I'll do. So I'll do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then go down, and then go up with an arpeggio. You know, so no, I don't know, like that. So I'm in E minor, but I'm still playing the A minor arpeggio because it's diatonic to E minor. And then I can keep on going with 3 note per string if I want to, but it's always nice to kind of mix those two. So otherwise, like, it would just, that gets boring. I mean, it's okay for practicing, but it's not that interesting to listen to. With an arpeggio, you can hear that something is happening. I don't know what Barstool Warrior is, and I don't play cover songs either. I messed up. Let's slow it down a little bit. Ow. Ohio, Gabriel Schwartz, what's up? So 3-note per string preferred among skilled musicians. Yeah, I mean 3-note per string is just a way to say that you're going to prioritize constantly 3-note per string instead of like staying in one position. Because if you're ready to play 2-note per string once in a while, then the positions get more comprehensive. So if I just play E minor, like so far I've played 3-note per string, but then I'm doing 2 notes on the D string, and then so if I'm ready to compromise on one single string, then I get a nice looking position here. So, but if I need 3 notes per string, then I'm gonna have to do this. And all of a sudden I end up a little bit further down. So the difference isn't huge, but like you said, a lot of people prefer the consistency of always knowing you have 3-note per strings. But what you can do is just add like a chromatic passing note, and then you still have 3-note per string, but you can stay in the same position. So like that. So if on the D string you play 3 notes, then you're still good to go. So sorry for the creepy looks. So I often like to add outside notes. So for me, it doesn't really matter as much anymore, because if for some reason I don't have any notes to my disposal, I'll just add random notes, and that sounds really cool. And in fact, it's one of the things I'm working on, just being better at. You know, we spent so much time learning these scales, we're scared to death of not playing them, you know, playing a wrong note. So when you've done that for 15 years, you realize that what you need are more of the wrong notes. So, you know, if I start in E minor, I really don't mind adding pretty much any other note. That's part of the challenge. So in there I added all the notes, you know. I was playing all 12 notes there, but because I mostly emphasized the minor note, it didn't quite sound as bad as it could have, you know, if I had done this. And then just rested on a bad note, it doesn't sound that good, right? But if I do, it sounds better. And like if I end on the root as opposed to ending on an outside note, the difference is huge. It's also huge if you tune your guitar. It sounds so much better. Okay, I'll just make a little amp switch here. I've been playing the Mesa Boogie, but I'm gonna play the Marshall behind me now. That didn't work. Okay. Maybe a little loud. It would be nice if I could transition smoother between the lead and the rhythm stuff. So I solved it by playing the open E string on like the downbeat. Giacomo from Brazil, what's up? Giacomo, is that it? Cool, 10-year bassist trying to learn blues guitar. Cool. Blues guitar is a great entry point, I think, for learning to play guitar. That's really what got things started for me, like for playing improvising leads and stuff like that. Just being able to do some basic and not stick to any patterns. So, which blues tricks is getting you confused? So those of you wondering, I'm speaking to Instagram right now. Mr. Country Boy, my country boy. bends and pull-ups. One thing to note, and that's true for, you know, blues guitar, but any really, you know, lead guitar playing. On the electric guitar, we really want to make use of bending. That's, you know, one of the most unique techniques on the guitar. And I don't know how many times I've seen students really insist on bending with one finger. It's like, yeah, it's totally possible. It is possible to bend on with one finger, but you're not doing yourself a favor at all, especially not if you want to be able to play like cool controlled blues licks. That kind of thing is really dependent on like precise bending. So a lot of the blues bending, you only really bend when you're about to end the note. So if I'm playing the 15th fret B string in slow motion, I'd be playing, and then when I decide to go somewhere else, I'm doing this. So right at the end of that note, I'm bending. So, and then I proceed. And that's one example of something that is hard to pull off if you're not using several fingers. So when bending, be sure to help your bending finger out with any fingers you have at your disposals. Orin, how you doing on Instagram? Got a question by last name. What's up? Hey, I need advice. When I'm going to play guitar, I have a shoulder pain in picking hand because every time I have a different position and can't decide which is right. Ooh, okay. So first of all, I'm not the one to diagnose why you're feeling pain. That's tricky. But I got a pretty bad injury when I was just like 17 years old, I think, in my left hand. I couldn't play for 6 months. So, but if you're older, like me, your mid-40s or older than that, then you're gonna constantly struggle against your body. Your body really doesn't want to play guitar. It wants to do other things. So you gotta keep up with physical exercise and strength and all that. But if you're feeling downright pain, then something is wrong. So first of all, posture. Straighten your back and relax, super relaxed. Most people are way too tense when they play, and that's might work when you're 15 years old, but if you tense up when you're older, you won't be able to play. If you have shoulder pain, then maybe you're also pushing speed too much. Your sets are too long. All that could matter. But as for, you know, the exact position, I'm not even sure that is what is giving you pain, but it's definitely a cool topic to discuss, if not for other reasons than just to determine what works best. And we're all a little bit different there, but a good functionality you have on YouTube now is the slowdown feature. So find a close-up of your favorite guitarist playing and slow down the video and see the posture and try to imitate exactly what they're doing. That gives you some answers, right? Because it's obviously working for this guitarist. But whether it's gonna solve your shoulder pain, I doubt it. I would guess it's a combination of different factors, but it's extremely hard to tell, and I'm not even qualified to give you advice because I'm not a doctor or a physiotherapist, whatever. Sultan from Indonesia, what's up? Arin from India. This guitar is Ibanez FRM 100. It's the Fireman Paul Gilbert signature. Greetings from Iran. Stay safe, Nada. Stay safe. I don't know any Steely Dan solo, and I'm horribly bad at playing covers in general. Iblamehu, lots of questions on Instagram now. I'm playing the acoustic guitar for 1.3 years, I guess, and I am stuck. Can't improvise or jam fluently. So if you're playing for over a year, improvising or jamming fluently is going to be extremely hard, first of all. So you're not doing anything wrong. But if you want to do that kind of thing, the easiest way to jam around is just to take like 2 or 3 chords that you know and find some kind of practice beat on the internet and see if you can play in time, you know. And if that works, then you can try something more advanced. Maybe it didn't work and you have to find something easier. That's how you get started. You have to find something that works with the tools you have at your disposal. Same thing is true for lead. I don't know if you know any lead licks yet, but if you do know some lead licks, maybe some bending. Let's say you know your... you could try doing that maybe to a rhythm. So you can start with... That's your rhythm. It kind of sets the groove. This is exactly what I do when I practice in these sessions. And then play some lead. And so on and so forth. It all starts from there. You get yourself some basic tools. You learn to apply them. You get some new tools, you combine that with your old tools, you learn to apply the combination, and you get better and better and better. That's just how it works. A good guitar processor under $200. So I don't really know. Well, I think Tone X is fairly cheap, I think, isn't it? Around there. The only thing I know is I have an ongoing collaboration with brand Enya Music, and they sent me this X-Mary guitar. You can see me play it in other videos. The whole guitar costs $200 and it has an included audio processor, so you can just plug the guitar straight into your phone. So that's a good deal. But it's, a dedicated guitar processor is going to give you much more, obviously. So last name's asking, so your pinky is flying. So when the pinky is flying, that signals tension, right? If you have your hand like this all the time and it's flying, it's usually a tension thing. And the best way is really to slow down to the point where you slow down your exercise to the point where you can actually move your pinky in. So if you can play it like this, but at that tempo your pinky is all over the place, so then slow down and play. Are you in control of your pinky? Not yet. Okay, slower. Oh, I'm in control of my pinky now. It's a boring reply, but 90% of the questions I get here are usually down to someone trying to play too fast, at least the technical questions. So that's why the preemptive measure is to never or almost never play above your comfort speed. And your comfort speed is lower than you think. It's the same for me. That's why I'm always saying in these sessions, you're gonna hear me say, well, it's too fast, too fast. I need to turn the tempo down. Always start too fast and then need to turn it down. And I've been playing for 30 years. So it should be repeated. This is fun. Nah, I'm tired of this now. We need something else. Maybe something electronic. I recently got this beatbox or practice machine, and it has this EDM mode. We gotta try that. Electronic dance music. Let's try it. Can we practice to this? Try it. This is fun. So yeah, what tone guitar is saying to try the classical position, it's worth a shot. Yeah, some people find this more natural. Others say that that moves down the problem to other areas. But just varying the position and finding something that works for you can definitely improve things. But in general, always try to keep a good posture with a straight back. The more curved you are, the more risk of complications of your nerves, as far as I understand it, because they all pass through the neck to your brain, right? The brain is in control. So yeah, good posture is gonna save you a lot of issues further down the road. This is crazy. Thank you, Bangladesh. I lost it there. Not Gnifub on Instagram. Thank you for digging, man. So I dread to know what the other presets are going to give me. Not that bad. Ouch, I messed up. It's hard to combine like a classic rock guitar with this electronic dance music thing, but late morning jam, that's right. Well, actually it's late afternoon here in Stockholm, Sweden. Where are you from, Grace? Okay, California, that explains things. Yeah, it's not morning here, but it's awesome we can meet. It must be super early your morning. So we have several people from California. What time is it? It must be like 9. So it's like 7 o'clock or something? I don't know. Okay, 9, not that bad then. So are you guys gonna go to work soon? So those of you wondering, I'm having a conversation with Instagram now. That's why you're not seeing the text. That's so hard. I think I'm gonna... no. Try a little bit more and then I'm gonna do a little switch. Oh, retired. Lots of time for guitar playing. That's awesome, man. That's a good question. Do I think it's better to play with a backing track or the drum beat? I would say a backing track better, and the absolute best is a real musician. So if you can play with a drummer or someone doing something rhythmic. I use a drum machine now because of convenience and because I don't want to be bothered to, do stuff on the computer unless I have to. I'm just reading the Instagram comments on the computer. Other than that, it's just my phone and me playing through real amps. I don't really like having to fiddle with menus and mouse and stuff. So, but I prefer the sound of a backing track, and I much prefer the sound of a good production, like a song. So if you can jam to Spotify, I think that's the best. I do that quite a bit. Because even if you don't realize it, just playing to great musicians through a great recording or a great jam. So, I mean, a lot of music, maybe not these days, but a lot of classic rock music is just, 4 or 5 musicians in a room and they're really grooving. And if you practice with that, then you become the 6th musician. You have to adapt, it can be extremely good learning as well. Cool, Grace. So let's jam a little bit more before we go to work. Factor from India, what's up, man? Let's do it. I'm in E flat if you want to join. Thank you, Grace. So I'm actually gonna make a little switch now, I think. The Boogie amp is a little bit more lead friendly. And for this specific track, I think I need all the help I can get. It's a lot of fun. I like the fact that they included some electronic dance music or just electronic beats here, but it doesn't have the same groove to it, so it requires different kind of playing. I did seem to find some good stuff to do there, like, and then pause. Not Jniffub. See you soon again. Thanks for digging, man. There you have it, Grace, your blues. I messed up though. Maybe turn up the gain a little bit so we can. Cool, guys. So this was a fantastic session. We went all the way from, I don't even remember how we started, I think picking practicing, to playing blues over electronic dance music. That's just the way it goes. Guy Kanging, that's a good question. We'll do that next time. So I want to thank you for tuning in. You guys are the best. And as ever, be sure to you can leave a comment also after we're done if you'd like me to cover something specific. Other than that, I'll just keep on going with lots of topics that interest me. Thank you, Grace, for digging it. So have a good evening or a good day if you're in California, and See you soon again. Cheers.